Okay, so it seems like recently there's been a pretty crazy situation going on with Sakura Miko where she's actually had to put out an apology after being attacked by a ton of antis, which isn't great to see, and it seems like this situation has gotten pretty ridiculous, and I kind of wanted to explain it all to you guys, break it down, and kind of, yeah, give you guys the explanation as to why these kind of apologies and stuff are coming out and what people are so mad about, right? And obviously people like False ID have been covering it, saying Hololive JP VTuber Sakura Miko, one of the most watched streamers of 2025, is now mixed up with a strange uproar in Japan. Miko, during a stream earlier in the week, repeated back info she heard from paywalled horse racing content, leading to many demanding an apology for theft. And yes, you heard that right. Obviously, we'll go through the apology in a second, but this kind of summary really gives the best context and the best, I guess, idea of what happened, right? And essentially what they say is that in Japan, people stream horse races and they pay to stream it using the Green Channel website. And there's a clause in the TOS that says that nobody should leak what is being shown or said on the horse racing stream. So yeah, if you don't know, yeah, it happens with many other streaming sites. For example, you know, you think like Sky Sports and stuff like that, if you guys have ever seen that. You know, you're not allowed to stream it because it's a paid platform and, you know, someone else should be paying for it rather than you leaking it to other people. But again, obviously they say now what's happened in a recent horse betting stream, late December 28th and early January 5th, Miko was caught repeating what the commentators in those Green Channel streams were saying. So yeah, obviously there was commentators commentating on the horse, and she was essentially mimicking what they were saying. She was repeating back what they said. Not like, you know, obviously playing audio or anything. She was just saying it, which I think is crazy. And someone in the chat kept on accusing her of breaking Green Channel's terms of service by saying those few lines, saying you cannot leak things from a paid channel. With a sign, Miko said, Happy New Year, huh? And obviously, yeah, it is pretty interesting, right? Because again, I don't think Miko did anything wrong. And from what I can see is that she only said a few lines from it. It's not like you know, she was commentating the entire thing and repeating the entire thing, which I think is just crazy. And at the end of the day, it is just words. Now, obviously, maybe there are some rules to really protect that. And, you know, obviously, Green Channel have those rules in place. But I'm going to be honest, sometimes, you know, people can make mistakes and just like accidentally, you know, say things, whatever, and repeat things from it, which again, I think would be quite hard to kind of police anyways. And also B, you know, it's also the fact of she didn't say much. It really wasn't that much to the point where, yeah, it's like significant, like copying or trying to, I guess, you know, give users a free version of what was going on. Obviously, they say reactions. There are multiple clips that were created with people claiming this was inexcusable and borderline breaking the law. You know, AI art and AI voice apparently, which is crazy. Yeah, look at the thumbnail, Jesus. And they're saying, as for what the clip claimed, here's the summary. Points out that Miko seems to be mocking the listener who bravely offered the warning. Expresses concern about whether Miko currently understands what she did wrong. Despite the controversy, Miko Sakura continues to stream as usual, questions whether Hololive management is cautioning Miko, and wonders if Hololive management intends to completely disregard this incident. So yeah, obviously, if you guys couldn't tell at this point, it's clearly some kind of Hololive anti or Sakura Miko anti that, you know, wants to cause a lot of problems for her. Because I said at the end of the day, you know, it is one of these things where, yes, she can make a mistake and whatever, and it's really not that big of a deal to the point where we need to be calling like Hololive to take action and things. It's just like, okay, just don't do that again. That is literally the only thing that they really need to do, because it's really not that big of a deal, right? You know, a lot of people as well, you know, commenting on this, saying morons, the lot of them. And obviously this was the response that Sakura Miko gave over on her Twitter account, saying, thank you so much for your continued support every day. Regarding the statements during the horse stream, I'll take full responsibility for the parts where I lacked sufficient consideration, causing you all worry. The confirmation and coordination with the operations team delayed my communication, but I wanted to inform everyone as soon as possible. After completing the necessary verifications, this is the timing for my message. Regarding this matter, confirmations and responses are being handled between the companies involved. So additionally, I've received a report that there was an incident where several comments that did not meet deletion criteria were removed by my company's moderation team. I am aware that moderator actions were taken in relation to this matter, but I myself have not made any judgments, responses, or instructions regarding the deletion of super chats. So obviously, yeah, it seems that the moderators were taking stuff down, maybe of people being like, yo, you can't do this and whatever. And that was obviously due to the Hololive moderators, not due to Sakura obviously purposefully taking them down herself. Saying, I am also aware of a situation of inaccurate information is spreading, including instances of defamation and malicious dissemination, and where we are addressing those as well. Finally, moving forward, I will continue to prioritize creating streams that you, my supportive fans, can enjoy with peace of mind, while they are being even more careful in my activities. So, yeah, it seems like she's going to be more careful. Obviously, that's the Japanese one if you're Japanese. But again, it seems like she's going to be more careful going forwards with this kind of stuff. And again, I do think it is one of these things where, yeah, technically she shouldn't be saying the commentators thing, but I don't think it needs like all of this action, right? All it needs is a, oh, you know, my bad, I won't do that again. And that's it, right? And like, that's all it needs. It just needs like the company just to be like, hey, you know, just be careful because, you know, it can be a copyright thing. And that's it, right? We don't need some big drama, some big clip, some big thing. It's just blown way out of proportion to a point where, yeah, it's become pretty ridiculous, right? People saying, honestly, I would put Hololive/Miko and the dumb cap for responding back as well, as it was actually a nothing burger. I'm so tired of VTubers giving attentions to trolls. It's like the #1 rule of the internet to ignore trolls, which, yeah, I do guess is true. But also, you know, we do know that Hololive likes to take action against these trolls, right? And to essentially prevent future trolls from happening. Because, again, if these people were so serious about the claims that they're making, then obviously they wouldn't, you know, mind holding it up in court or whatever with Hololive. And yeah, it kind of serves as, I guess, almost a not a threat, but like more of a, I don't know, just a warning to people that, hey, you know, if you do want to make these claims, you better be prepared to hold it up in court or something, because we're going to come after you. And yeah, obviously, I think that's what they're trying to do there. They're trying to show that they will take action against anybody that does this kind of stuff to their, you know, talent. And to be honest, I'm not like the, you know, I'm a pretty big fan of that. I feel like they, you know, are doing the right thing by protecting their talent. And I think it would actually stop people in the future. And that's why they make examples out of them now, rather than waiting for it to happen again and get even worse, right? People saying, kind of, but it also cleanses the air with whoever the green channel is, making any chance of a future business opportunity in that industry possible. Think about it, when the humidifier incident happened, Sharp could have ignored it. Nothing happens, make a fuss, strokes their ego, loses reputation. We'll see profits from a collaboration, cheap instant marketing, free money from a dedicated fan base that will buy anything with the Oshi's imagery on it. It said, we've got to thank the gods that she's under competent leadership and is unstable enough to crash out and ruin, and isn't unstable enough to crash out and ruin everything. Which, yeah, to be fair, that's also kind of true. So yeah, obviously, I do think it is pretty interesting. A lot of people have been kind of commenting, saying whenever I think English antis are shit, I remember Japanese ones exist, and like Dark Souls bosses compared to level 5 Skyrim NPCs. Which, yeah, obviously, I think the antis over in Japan are a lot crazier, at least from what I've seen. You know, people saying antis are antis, Japanese, Chinese, South Korean, and notoriously bad. But in the US, someone could be calling your boss to get you fired because of different political takes. Which, yeah, that is kind of true. So to be fair, I do think this is more of the point of antis of your region will always be the worst antis. Antis in a region other than yours, typically not going to your home address or standing in front of your house, which, yeah, obviously is true. They say, and yeah, they're talking about some people, like stuff going on at Hololive as well, which has been going on, which I've been kind of taking a look at, but again, I'll probably make a separate video on that if there's some more information about that. But yeah, obviously it seems like at the end of the day, you know, they have been working to do stuff. It doesn't seem like Miko's going to be taking any breaks or anything. So again, that is good. Because again, I don't want any of this to really affect that. I feel like this is so stupid. I think anybody getting annoyed at this is honestly just trying to nitpick like small points to essentially, you know, make Sakura Miko's life worse, to make Hololive's life worse. And I think it is just a stupid kind of argument in general, right? I think it is dumb, and hopefully, you know, things get sorted out from now on. And yeah, Sakura Miko just continues streaming, and that maybe, you know, hopefully the green channel doesn't really care that much, because again, as I said, it's dumb. You know, nobody really needs to be getting so mad about this. And yeah, unless you're like a green channel employee, right? Like all of these people, all of these fans in the comments, right? We all know their own, you know, kind of, I guess, objective whenever it comes to this. It's to take down Sakura Miko is to take down Hololive members, and obviously they're showing that they won't do that. So again, I think, you know, it is stupid overall. If you guys did enjoy this video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Also, go to GameSubs, use my code Kazza, get 10% off. Again, they got a ton of really cool stuff over there. Definitely recommend checking it out. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. That's all. See ya.